Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Uju TV. But before we begin, let this quote guide your reflection today. It ran in the family until it ran into you. Today, let's talk about generational curse. It is a negative behavioral pattern amongst members of your family, which often are being repeated by next generation. The fear, the limiting beliefs, the poverty, and all of the negative things that you have seen from generation to generation in your family lineage. It takes courage to heal what others ignore. But remember, you're not doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for generation before you and the ones yet to come. And you are here to break that curse. If you have ever thought in your head that that curse is something that doesn't sit with you well, it means you can do something about it. So do something about it. Often, once people hear generational curse, they rush into conclusion that it is what their forefathers did. This one, there are plenty talk. But most times, I understand. I'm not undermining the spiritual aspect of it. But in the physical sense, most times it is those things that you see your grandparents do, your parents do, your siblings do, your aunts, your uncles. You understand? And it just rubs off on you. And at the end of the day, you find you might hate it when you are small. At the end of the day, later in your life, you will see yourself doing those things, right? But for the fact that once you hear generational curse, your head first pumps straight to spiritual. Yes, this life is more spiritual than physical. Those things happen in the spiritual realm before they can be able to be effective in the physical realm. But you can consciously, in your physical realm, understanding that being an alcoholic, for an example, is not good for you. And you consciously begin to fight against it and ask the spirit realm to help you in your fight against alcohol so you will stop drinking it. Do you understand? It applies in every other aspect of life. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is this: people pray more than do the physical aspect of that prayer, because you pray, then you do what you're supposed to do in order for that prayer to be effective, right? But people just conclude, because it is their forefathers' sin, that they will pray it out. Yes, you pray it out, the spiritual aspect. In the physical aspect, you have to put in the physical work. What it takes for you to remove yourself from that cause. Whatever the cause, it is different for every family. You understand? What it takes for you to remove yourself from that cause is discipline. And it is a physical thing. You have prayed, you have fasted, you have done everything. People pray a lot, too much, right? But when it comes to the physical aspect of removing yourself from that cause, it becomes difficult. But that is where the prayer will work. And you will be busy casting and binding your ancestors that might be begging you in the spirit realm that you should please help them do what they couldn't do. You are busy casting and binding them. But it is your turn now to fix it. They couldn't fix it in their own time. Now you are here. It is your own time to fix that cause. But you are praying and casting and binding, and you will still go back doing this. But you will still go back repeating the same behavior. You understand? Breaking generational curse, let me simplify it for you so that you don't carry so much heaviness on it. Breaking generational curse is saying no to what every other member of your family said yes to, which is not okay, which is not good. That negative behavioral pattern that every other members of your family, your ancestors, your present family members are saying yes to, that you know it doesn't sit well with you and it doesn't sit well with any other person there, but they are just doing it because they lack the courage to say no to it. That is what breaking generational curse means. It means removing yourself from that curse and saying no to it, that you are not going to end like every other person. So I'm trying to simplify it for you so that you will pick what your family curse is and begin to say no from now, that you are out of it, that you're not going to do it again, so that you don't carry so much spirituality into it that you are confused of what you are doing. Remove that confusion. Pray, yes, but your prayer should be, heaven should help you to stop this pattern that has lingered in your family. That is it. Let it end with you by giving you grace to be able to stop it, no matter what that thing is. That is what generational curse breaking simply means. You understand? So today ask yourself, what is my family negative behavioral pattern that I have seen lingered in the family? And how do I go about stopping it and making it end with me? Then you pray and ask the spirit realm to help you to stop whatever it is, or to put an end to it, or to help you to elevate above it and all of that. You understand me? Affirmation for today. I am the generational curse breaker in my family. I choose healing, abundance, and freedom for myself.